Hey guys, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 296. We are France, we are the undisputed Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which is great. We should probably try and get a few more members in, just so that everybody else can get the Imperial Integrity modifier, now that it doesn't really matter too much. But fuck it, like it'll happen if it happens, that sort of thing. We have a butt ton of military power, which we are going to spend as soon as it will let us, which should actually be in about a year's time, or under that, on military technologies 26, which is great. However, what we are going to do is set a national focus to administrative, just quickly. And additionally, I mentioned in the comment that I usually write on the, the little description thing, that we'd like Wigerich the First to die. We would. Because Fortunata is much better, and now we should have, permanently gotten the Imperial throne. Because there are literally no elections. So it should be fine. So let's make good old Wigerich a general. He is a really fucking good general. 534. And no siege. Okay, and then let's put him into some sort of battle situation. These guys here. You can now have Wigerich, because you're going to go to war with them over there. Oh, and we're currently at war with Zhao. We're going to wrap that up in a moment, and we're at war with Gujarat for Desh, because we've got a mission to take it. Excellent. Yeah, Zhao would like to peace out. Kasala would like military access. You're even at war, oh, bunch of places. Alright, diplomats home. How much overextension do we have? 45. 45, 45, 45. So that's 55 on the back end. Can't take the whole lot, unfortunately. That would be 87. He doesn't have that. No, he doesn't. Good. I was just checking to make sure he didn't have that increased coring cost fuckery. Well, I'm gonna take pretty much what I can, so... Ugh. It's pretty much those, isn't it? Unless I also want to take Wenshan. Wenshan would actually be pretty good, I think. That one there is just really expensive. Changsha. If we take the lot, it's still too much, but if we take that, that's 63. That's 48, and it still leaves us connected to Zhao and gives us some more territory up into Canton. And Hangzhou. You know what, I don't need that one in Hangzhou, my friends. So I'll take that one and that one. And yeah, why not? I'll just give... No. Make Ming fight for it. Okay, there we go. So now we're back at the overextension land. So those are fairly expensive, but I'm not going to spend on them just yet, because I do really need to get Mensch converted. So what I will do is send missionaries out. We are about to convert something though. Yeah, Ghazni. Good. Because I'm going to need a bit of overextension to take Gujarat. Okay, we can send a dude back to Volga, Bulgaria as soon as he's available. Come on. Yeah, I bet he is ready for new assignments. Right. Military tech, do it. Done. Okay, so land morale is increased, combat width is increased again, I'm not going to worry too much about it, and we've got new infantry and cavalry options. Let's have a look at what those are. Okay, so we previously had Grenza infantry, which are these guys here, 2-3, 2-3, 3-4. The new options are any of these four, so Frederican infantry, which is 4-4, 3-3, 4-4. Red-coated infantry, 3-4, 3-4, 4-4. Blue coats, which are the offensive version of things at 4-3, 4-3, 4-4. And white coats, who are 4-3, 3-4, 4-4, a little bit of a mix there. We previously had defensive, so we're going to stay with fairly defensive, and go red coat infantry, I think. Yeah, red coat infantry. And for these guys, we previously had the Blanche cavalry, which are 1-1, 5-3, 5-3. We can upgrade to any of these. They all improved by 1 point up here. I'm not going to read them out again. So previously, if we were focusing on the offensive side of things. So either the Carabiners or... No, I think the Ulan cavalry will work out nicely. Perhaps. The Hussars are more defensive. Slightly more defensive. So yes, the Ulan cavalry. Right. So, you know, that's fucked over our morale a little bit, but that'll recover fairly swiftly, and we're not in any danger of getting attacked. Okay, we can now put that core in on Mainch. Get it sorted. So 16% is what we need, so I'm really hoping 12%, beautiful. That's all I want. Done. Objective achieved. New objective? Create a fortress in Dorpt, give us 5 army tradition. Reduce overextension, skill-free diplomat, or save the German people in Marathwada, which is this province here, and that would give us 5 prestige. It's not a core though, so... How about building a fortress in Dorpt? So what do they need? A star bastion. Dorpt. Where is Dorpt? Whoops. Back. Back. Dorpt, you require a star bastion. Go ahead, build it. That's really just to cycle the... What would you call it? Really just to cycle the number of missions. So you guys need to head over here. That's better for you there. In case Turkestan gets involved in something. Okay. Yep, unfortunately most of our missionaries are working in places. Ah, Bengal, you pricks. Yeah, so we've actually got less than a century to go. We probably won't be getting the world... Oh, hey, that's actually only a colony. We probably won't be getting the world conquest going. Just because that would be a little bit difficult, but, you know. We'll see what we can do. These guys have increased corn costs as well. Why do you fuckers take these ideas? They must know. They must know. Alright, well, I think we're going to go and attack Brunei. Excuse me. It's a conquest, so fuck you. Actually, no, it's an overseas expansion. It's much stronger, Casus Belli. Let's see. How many natives are there here? 4,000? 2,000 here? Harvard, Harvard again. That one can go up. This one can join together. This one can stop. And the 7 can go up. Actually, no, better idea, better idea. Harvard, send one. Harvard, send the other. And then you guys can load onto the boats. And off we go. Let's see, what about over here? We'll attack them with these guys at some point. So I'll just move these guys out to Suckerland. And I guess I should move the boats down here as well. Nationalist scum! Ah, good, this one is actually finished. And, you know, where are we? Cease for colony, thank you. So now you guys can just move there, you guys don't have to move. And everybody will be happy. Excuse me. I wonder if we lose, like, a boat with Wigerich attached to an army on it in the sea, if we'll lose Wigerich. I know you lose conquistadors and admirals and explorers like that. There's Terra Incognita in there still. Wasn't aware we still had that. Alright, this is one of the tiny little islands. I don't think it's part of this. If it is, well, we'll have a look at it, but I don't think it is. Okay, you guys can join up. Great work, great work. Pegu doesn't have those damn coring traditions. Alright, well that's another opportunity to get up there. Right. Yeah, 15 administrative power, thanks. We really need that stuff. Canada left the military coalition, so I think the coalition now is only Britain? No, just Afghanistan. You poor dumb fuckers. And they left. Yep, so we do no longer have a military coalition against us. And we didn't really do anything. So these boats are getting made over there, which is good. We've got a little revolt up north. That's annoying. Because we just took our army out. But they shouldn't cause too much issue. Lost a claim on one of the places in Nubia. Get it back. Diplomats back at least. Can I embargo these guys, or do we still have a ridiculous truce with them? Still have a ridiculous truce with them. What about Bengal? We don't have a truce with them, right? We do not. Well, I would like to embargo them then. It's actually giving me a little bit more power projection, which is neat. They've embargoed us in turn, but that's fine. May have impacted us down here. Yeah, just a little bit. Because they hold more power than we do. But, well... You know, if it really gets down to it, because we dominate Indus, or somewhere else like Canton. Okay, we'll take our guy out of Canton. And we're going to put him in Malacca. And he's going to be transferring trade power. And it'll be quicker to get there because he's only coming from there. And basically we're going to have him transferred across to Zanzibar instead of up to Bengal. And hopefully that causes some economic issues for them. Okay, we're getting colonization on down there, that's good. Send him to that one. Excellent. Deal with the army. Okay, our guy got home from Kanem Bornu, which means that all of our claims are fabricated over there. It certainly is. I'm going to send him to Turkestan because we haven't been doing any work on Turkestan. Okay, I'd love to stay here and fight, guys, but I actually need to send these dudes just up north quickly to deal with these rebels, because they're actually making really good progress. So, put the war on hold for a moment. We want to keep that dude? Sure. Oh, we just head on up here. I need to build a ship and a regiment somewhere. Just to test this theory. So, let's see. Somewhere which was really quick to produce. It isn't already producing. Languedoc, sure. And 1 unit of infantry. Now, do they produce that at the same time? No, they do not. Okay. 1 unit of infantry in Provence. 1 unit of transport in Languedoc. Yeah, I'm not sure if this will work. We'll see. And hopefully we don't break anything. Okay, spy offense or 5 prestige. You know, the spy offense would have probably been a better option, but it doesn't increase or decrease the time it takes for us to fabricate claims. It would just decrease the chance of getting caught. Which, yeah, it'd be nice, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so Demek needs a colonist to get to it, actually. Otherwise it will become Sunni and annoying. Sunni and Malayan. So basically when one of these guys gets in land, we'll pull him out immediately. Guys home from Volga, Bulgaria, get back. Good, Sistan was converted. Yeah, let's grab Dash. And so our goals are to reduce overextension, reclaim Cox, or achieve religious unity. Easy. Okay, this army, not most important, never have too much money, can head up here and deal with, here, and deal with them before coming back down. Gonna press the issue, that will give us a claim on Punjab. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's a bad piece offer from you guys. What I could do while these guys are messing around is come up here and ship our guys over. Yeah, let's work on that. Okay, are all these boats done? Kinda looks like it, except for that one, so I'll just send them all up to there. Cool. Okay, this Western Europe fleet can just come into here. Take all the galleons, destroy the galleons. Yep. We don't have the next level of trade ship yet, do we? Or the last level? No, that's the next level of diplomatic tech. Okay, good fight, good fight. More heretic conversion. I'll actually send them to that province where they can be picked up a little bit easier. Right. Western Europe fleet is back in action. When I find the damned node, there it is. Ah, well, it's not like we're wanting for money, is it? Okay, so where was Wigerich? So I'll replace Wigerich with Victor, because Victor is exceptional. Get these troops over to Languedoc, put Wigerich in the army. So I really don't know if this will work, but we'll put him on the army, on the navy, send the navy out to the land. Let's make it a little bit symbolic, so we'll send him out to the Iberian Shelf. And then we'll see if it kills him. Because if it does, well, first of all, holy shit, that's an epic way of getting rid of guys. And, well, if it doesn't, well, it doesn't. No big loss. Okay, these guys are in position to make their attack. Come on. Okay, he's out there, and let's see if it kills him. Somehow I don't think it did. Nope, still there. God damn it. Hey, it was worth a try. It's worth a try. Nice, Bengal have been sabotaging our reputation again. This will actually give us a very good inroad to Japan, because there's a straight crossing here. Between Mutsu and whatever the hell that is. Okay, then these boats can fuck off down here to pick up Wigerich and Co. We'll then go to Brunei and attack it. After we deal with some Cantonese peasants. Okay, let's call that one. Alright, let's go to war with these guys down here as soon as we can. 14 days. Just because otherwise I'll forget about. You know, why don't we just make them a protectorate again? I know we stopped them from being a protectorate, but why did we even think about, like, why did we consider that to be a thing? We're still transferring a huge amount of trade up into eventually both Seville and Seville. Yeah, okay, so we do have to go to war with them to achieve this. But I think we'll just make them a protectorate because I don't give a shit. Not anymore. And protectorates don't count against our diplomatic limit, I believe. So why wouldn't we? Yeah, fuck it. Alright. Peasantry. The only thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to make like Diviet or that protectorates, because then we can't really go to war against Khmer or anything like that. Yes, like I was found in Kazan, that's fine. Okay, good, our dudes are home. So let's take him out of these places, because fuck those places. I need to send one of them down here to Indonesia to get that place converted to the correct religions. And where are we going to send the other guy? What, further up into Alaska? I doubt it. Why not Siberia? Yeah, let's lock. We'll keep on trying to lock off Siberia. Is this place self-sustaining yet? Yeah, it is, so they don't need to be there. They can come down here and attack the Mongols, or the Oirats, or something. Okay, some more cores to create. Another core to create, that is. Our Conquistador is dead, and we have the Conquest Casus Belli against Turkestan. Obviously we can't declare war on them just yet, because we need to fabricate some more claims. And I am not going to replace the Conquistador with another Conquistador, I will replace him with another general. Because his conquistadoring days are really over. Anos Adolf. Never had any problems putting a guy called Adolf in charge of the army. Good, good. Very good. Our ship's back, ship's back. Alright, let's go back to Brunei. Looks like Trondelag's here as well. Yeah, if I was anywhere near affording something. Okay, Siege of Kamikawa, done. So we'll head on over to Takachi and then down to that terrain. Actually, we'll probably want to take the Kurils as well. There we go. So now our new objectives. Reduce overextension. Reclaim Cox. Conquer Marathwada, which is this one in here. Which would have a massive, massive coring cost. because it's 7 base tax and it's got this bullshit here. And it's only going to give us 15 admin power. I don't think it's worth it, to be quite honest. The unfortunate thing there, of course, is it's very unlikely that we will reduce our overextension completely ever again. Making it probably the best option just to have a mission. And we do have a claim on it, at least. Who were they allied with, though? Delhi and Karnata. So Delhi would come in and not bring anybody. Karnata would come in, probably become war leader, and bring in Turkestan. We can't have that. So when we go to Turkestan, we'll then go to war with Malwa later. Excellent, excellent. The guy's home from Turkestan. Ah, but we've already sent another guy out there. Good. Alright, we've re-landed. So we're going to go down into this one and see if that discovers this little bit up here. If it doesn't, we may have to go up there quickly and take whatever that is. We'll have to see. We also do want to come down here and have a look at floors. No straight crossings between a lot of these places, which does make it irritating. Because some of them are like, there's a straight crossing between this place, which Bali of course, which inadvertently means that there's a straight crossing there because, you know, that's the same province. But there's no straight crossing between there and Sumbawa. Which is still being colonized by Ming. 4 more years, Ming. 4 more years. 65 and 165. Zhao is having some civil war. Well, between left and right? Probably, actually. Go home from Volga, Bulgaria. Okay. Guess we send him right back. Only 3 more claims to fabricate here as well, which is good news for us because we no longer have a truce with them. So we'll get those free. Presumably one of these is their capital, I think. Yeah, Kazan is their capital. And we might just try expanding up the top or something like that. Though, expanding into Astrakhan will help us in terms of... oh hell, any expansion there will help us. Doesn't matter. What would be nice though? Build a little bit of new fortifications into place so we can get some decent supply limit in the Arctic area. Yeah, it looks like Zhao's having a little bit of an issue with some pretender rebels. Not my problem. Okay, so yeah, that is definitely not the same province. So we'll deal with that in a moment. Oh, we would need a conquistador for this, wouldn't we? Unless we can do it because we're at war with them. Let's see if we can do that. Actually, I'm not sure, because it's an island. Shitty little island that no one cares about. Apologies if you actually come from there. Yeah, we can. Beautiful. No need for a conquistador. Okay, we won a siege up there, so we'll just head on over to the Kurils and take that. Then we'll come down and take this one here. Whatever it happens to be. I think our fleet up here must be almost done, almost done. We're just checking these figures up here. Sulu? That place is called Sulu? Okay. Well, I guess we'll take it. They want to keep their dude. One of our generals has died. Unfortunately, not our boss. Good old Wigerich. Was really not getting involved in too much dangerous stuff. Okay, so we lost the overseas expansion cast a spell against Ming, and that's because they are now in a personal union under Japan. That's an epic grab for Japan if they manage to do anything with it, but wow, impressive. Alright, let's take out Mongolia. Wait, do we still have a fucking truce with them for a year? Well, let's take out the Oirid Horde then. They've only got 3 provinces. 1, 2, 3. Yep. This one here will be a pain in the ass, but we probably don't need to get it. We'll just grab these 2. And that'll put us at the other end of Turkestan, so we're technically sandwiching them. Hot. Yeah, good. I forgot we were at war with Kanem Bornu. Yeah, we'll just make them a fucking protectorate. I don't care. We won't do that with the Oirits though. Even though I'm pretty sure we could. We won't. Because, what would the point be? If we take this land, then we'll have an ingress into Turkestan in the steppes, which would be great. But if we protectorate them, what's the point? Oh hey, because we broke the wall, we're just going to assault this place. There we go. Much easier assault than it would be if we didn't break the wall. But, you know, that's just how life is. I guess. I'm not really sure what that had to do with anything. Let's see, I'll show you. I'll have these guys here assault the wall. And see, they're losing a lot more morale quicker. They still managed it, but yeah, they were losing a lot more morale quicker than they otherwise would have. If the wall was broken, for example. Call that. Our guy is home from the Oirit. Peace offer from Brunei? No, because I don't know what I want of them just yet. To be brutally honest. I'll just have to work it out later. Ming... Korea is at war with Japan and Ming. Is that the succession war? Yes. So... I probably want Japan to win that, to be honest. Because Japan is easier to fight than Korea. So Korea doesn't have the coring costing, neither does Japan actually. We do still have a truce with both of them, I believe. 4 years for Korea. No truce with Japan. Interesting. Our Cantonese peasant. Let me deal with Brunei for... Actually, no, that fleet should be coming down here. Hey, stop that. Stop that shit right now. Come down here to Flores. Good. Take the next one. Okay, Shirabeshi. Well, we'll take that fairly easily. It's only got 1 fort level. Timor has become self-sustaining. Wonderful. Let's take our guy out of Christmas Island while I think about it. And send him somewhere. Where to send him? Up north? We're still sending people up north, right? We send a guy to, Wigerich. Yeah, why not? Takes them forever to get there, but they get there, don't they? Okay, and then make landfall. Okay, our ships should be completed in Fars, unless we're still building some somewhere. Did I not build enough? Did I forget to build? Oh no, we're building some in Qatar and Bahrain. Right, so I'll just move them down there. Forgot about that. And these ones are being made in Schleswig? No, Ostfriesland is the one which is going to take forever. Okay. We can lose 1 stability or lose 30 legitimacy. Legitimacy comes back really strong, so whatever, buddy. There's that boat. Very good. Yeah, our fort levels must be shit over in Ming, because those rebels have already got a 0%. Yeah, and they're Cantonese patriots, which is a massive pain in the ass. Because if they manage that successfully, they'll give us more nationalism in the place. Or nationalism will last for longer. It's already lasting for something like 40 years. Which is absurd. Considering we've got, you know, about 96 left. Good, that siege over here was successful, and the rest of them appear to be going along quite nicely as well, so I'm just going to move an army down here. And this one... Do you have a diplomat spare? We do. So that would cost 50 diplomacy and 100 war score. Whereas the alternatives would be cheaper, but 18% overextend, like eventually 18% overextension, because we'd be taking this place and this place. Then the next war would take this one and then this one and then this one. I don't think we have the coring thing. God, it's a pain in the ass. So yeah, we'd take those two. It's only 16%. We could end this war right now, and that would cost us no diplomacy. Alright, let's do that for now. Thank you, move them out, and then... This one? Yep, 8 and 8, really cheap at least, that's quite good. I was a little worried there that they may cost us a bit more, but, well, they were shit provinces to begin with, weren't they? In fact, all of Kanem Bornu was shit provinces. No offense, guys, but yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to straight up assault this place if this particular siege tick does nothing. Thank you. Because you guys need to get back up to China. up you go. So, with Kanem Bornu, how long does that truce last for? 6 years. Only 6 years, really? Oh shit, I guess we're going to be fabricating on them when we can. It's actually a pretty decent truce. 6 years. I mean, that being said, we only took 6% war score off them, so there you go. Don't take it. They didn't take it. That's good. Zargai should be home by the next siege tick or something like that. And it looks like Trondalaga handling Brunei quite nicely for us. I'm almost content to let them just do it. Jeez, I wish Wigerich would cark it though. Ah, our place down in Australia became self-sustaining. Excellent. Adelaide will be the next part that we take, or Karana. So we'll wait for our dude to land in Damak up here to convert it properly. Where the fuck is Dornod? Is that actually one that I had to care about? Ah, whatever. So he's landed there, he's converted it to Protestant and German. Recall. Winning sieges. Gaining 10 prestige. Alright, so that's all of the stuff up there, and let's just send him down to here. So, what's our overextension at? 69. Wink. We'll wait a little bit longer because we're about to finish coring some places this month. And then we'll see what we can do with Brunei. Okay, that's Dornod. Yep. Alright, go deal with them. And let's actually see what we can get off these guys. Obviously not a full annexation, but we could take that one. But they would want to own that. Oh, and we'd have to vassalize them. We wouldn't be able to protectorate them. Well, you know what? If it's only 15% for the full overextent, yeah, I may just deal with it. So I'll take them, and then around to there. And we'll just do a little colonial work up here if necessary. It's 15% overextension. It's nothing. They don't have any of the weird ideas or anything like that. Should be fine. Get in there. Very good. So now we're at 42% overextension. And while I think about it, let's put this place in the Empire. So we're already at 14 authority with no real effort on our part. But we haven't really done anything. Brunei would like to peace out. I bet they would. They'll have to wait. Oirits would like to peace out. Yeah, they sure would. Come on, Wigerich, just cark it already. Do something. Alright, let's try and peace out with Brunei and see what we can get off them. So we have an overextension of 42%, which means we can demand 58% worth of stuff with no... well, 57% worth of stuff with no issue. We've got a lot of claims on things. So let's see about all the ones with claims on them first. So that's 52.5. We said 58, I believe. And we're only missing this one up here. 55.8. And we could make them release Sulu to Aceh, except... Sulu is too much. That being said, Sulu's kind of part of this landmass anyway, so... And you know what? We could get them to release it to Aceh. And that would honestly be fine. And get rid of their claim on Riau. That doesn't cost us anything. Ah, that's a really good peace offer for us. Do it. Wonderful. Now we've got a lot of places to core. We were just about to afford our one on Astrakhan as well, but this stuff is worth more. So, let's hit up the high percentages. And also we've got cores on these places, which makes them very cheap. 97.8. Close, close. Yeah, but it's good because now we own we own all but 2 damn provinces in Brunei. Who's complaining about that, right? We may need to have Wigerich basically be a little flying squad for a moment. Just to keep things under wraps, because there may be a bit of rebellion down there. Oh really? This place has not got a decent supply limit? Oh, none of these places do. Only just, so I'm fine with him just staying there for the moment. Yeah, they'll be fine. Now, one of the reasons why Japan is a really easy place to deal with is you can basically just march down the island. There's no real places for people to outmaneuver you or anything like that. You get 2 armies, maybe 3, and you've won Japan. They want to keep that guy, they can keep him. We have lost the Conquest Casus Belli against Brunei. But somehow I'm not all that disappointed by it. It's good progress, it's good progress. Now we still have a stupid amount of money. We only have 9 colonies, but only have 9 colonies. Yeah. Right? So we will probably hit up Aceh at some point, just to take their stuff. Same thing with Majapahit. We may have more claims that we can get on Majapahit now. We should definitely be able to claim on, oh, maybe not. Ah, we do. Where's he home from? Nubia? We better check Nubia. No, we're done in Nubia. Which technically means we could start a war there, but... Well, they are in the Alexandria node, and that does piss me off. And the Gulf of Aden as well, slightly. So maybe we should deal with something like that and get it sorted. Let's see, what can we actually take off them? That line, which would isolate that, which means that they'd pull it out. Victor and Barad. Let's get moving. And when you're in position, we'll get that war declared. It'll probably take them a little bit to get in position, so let's see if we can what we can fabricate on Majapahit. Bali Lombok and Bam Blam Bangan. Basically everything. Do it. I have no qualms about that. Okay, we've lost the Conquest Casus Belli against Georgia, but, well, did we ever need it against Georgia? Our faithful allies? And vassals? And bitches? Great Britain's having some disputed succession. I don't think that's going to be anything we can take advantage of because they'll probably still be the Emendingas. That is quite right. Ah, the Orleans has the Emendingas as well. Oh well, that won't matter. Guy's home from Brunei and guy's coming home from Turkestan, so we'll send him back out to Turkestan. Colonist is here. I'm going to chance it, I think, and recall him. Wow, yeah, didn't get attacked at all. Wonderful. Now, what was I going to do with him? Australia, right? No, we're sending a guy to Australia. Is New Zealand part of the Australian colonial area? Totally is. Nice. Okay, well that helps with that little decision there. Dun. Oh, well, let's just complete locking off this place. I'll send him up here to this one. Malayan Patriots. We can sort those out. See, it's a good thing we didn't move our army. Perfect. Now. Get these boats together. I think these ones up here should be together as well. Good. So that's our anti-Britain fleet. So we stationed them in Norfolk. The transports here should probably be in Kent. The Oirits would like to concede defeat. We have a siege day of 53, we have a siege day of 15 days. That is absurd. That's what our French siege ability is getting us. Look, you can just see it swiveling around there, it's wonderful. Even if we don't get, like, favourable results, more results is the best thing. Okay. We were going to attack Daviet for reasons. Maybe we would make them a protectorate. It would put us into war with Bengal, which is something we've been planning for. Bengal would take over, they're allied of Daviet and Turkestan. So maybe Turkestan would take over from Bengal because they are significantly larger. It's a toughie. It's a real toughie. I think we're going to chance it with a war declaration on Daviet. And I will probably try and make them a protectorate. And see if that gives me, like, stuff on Khmer, just in case. It's an experiment. Send those dudes down there. Sure. We're really just waiting on this war with the Oirits to finish. And it looks like our truce in Mongolia would have worn out, so we could probably go and grab them as well later on. We can no longer claim that a place in Karnataka that I don't give a shit about is a part of our realm. Whoops. That one, thank you. Last fabrication in Volga, Bulgaria. So we're almost at another great period of war, which we'll probably have to happen next episode, to be quite honest, because it is getting towards the end of this one. Guys home from Volga, Bulgaria, so I better take care of these rebels. Thank you. Come on back down to Jiangmen. And then I'll declare war on these guys. Overseas expansion, guys. Shan and Bengal, let's see who joins in. We've already got 10% due to blockades. Okay, Bengal have definitely joined in, but have not become war leader. That's very important. First of all, let's just grab sign fair. Because if they haven't become war leader, they can't call in their own allies. Which is very good for us. I don't particularly care how this battle down here goes. Yeah, we're probably just going to lose because we're losing ships. Good fight though. Hang on, these guys have managed to put an army down there, so we'll just switch like that. Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, so with that war declared, let's call that the end of the episode. Yeah, any questions or comments, you know what to do. If you liked it, you also know what to do. And if you want to subscribe, well, that's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? In the meantime, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.